Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. The Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Panthers will kick this deep to get us going. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The sack sets up 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Hand off to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Nittany Lions looking to cash in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They go with a direct snap. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take another shot right here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
3rd down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that 1st down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Finds room at the 30. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Oh, here comes the reverse. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying for the touchdown on the right side, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Number 27 with the carry.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score 7, Penn State 0.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period.
With the score, Pittsburgh 7, Penn State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll run it here. Fights through the tackler. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Third down after that running play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Got a lane. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Give it to the back again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Trying to extend the play. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just 1 more play.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pass rush closing in. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack. The Panthers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. No shot to bring him down. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown hit. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The QB throws his third pick of the day.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Hit now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, hit, and the route is on.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And that's a solid return after the interception. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Pay for this? You can do better than that.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Panthers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
38, Penn State, 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fighting off the defender. Tackled, but forced down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Black 24. Black 24.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out.
On the ready.
Now it's second down here.
Dino. Here we go.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
On the set.
First and goal, Nittany Lions. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh 38, Penn State 7.
Ready up.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Ringo. Come on, set.
Hand off to the single back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Penn State 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Pittsburgh offense will take over first and 10.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Back to the end zone, they say he did not get his foot down. Incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good.
That makes
Now they get set to kick it away.
45. Penn State 14.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Pitt has moved into the red zone.
55 with belly stunner. Griffin.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Touchdown, Panthers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
52. Penn State 14.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick grab. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Ready up.
Wideouts now clustered. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. They retain possession, but that's a huge loss.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Movement here from the tight end. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a 4th down completion. Look at this. He'll go deep again. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at it.
Touchdown, Pitt. And the beatdown continues.
Touchdown.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Penn State, 14.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. Penn State offense comes back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. Really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That one moves the ball across the 40.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that previous play.
Cricket. Cut it. Cut it.
Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer